Good morning everyone. I am Garima from BSc Chemistry Honors first year. Today we are going to start our chapter from Physical Chemistry Volume 1. Our chapter is Chemical Kinetics. Introduction. During the study of various reactions which may be carried out in laboratory or industry or may be occurring in the life processes or any other applied field, we are interested to know how fast the reaction occur, that is the rate of reaction. We are further interested to know that how the reaction occur, that is the step in which the reaction occurs, called the mechanism of the reaction. Also we are interested to know how the rate of reaction is affected by changing the concentration of reactant or temperature or adding a catalyst, etc. The branch of physical chemistry which deals with the study of rates of reaction, the factor which governs these rates, the mechanism by which the reaction proceeds, is called chemical kinetics. Further, a chemist is not interested in the kinetic study of all reactions. For this purpose, the various reactions are divided into three categories: reactions which takes place almost instantaneously, that is, example, many ionic reactions like AgNO3 plus NaCl will give AgCl plus NaNO3. BaCl2 plus HgSO4 will give BaSO4 plus 2HCl. Those reactions which takes place extremely slowly, for example rusting of iron, combination of hydrogen and oxygen at ordinary temperature, etc., are such reactions which takes months or even years before a detectable change occurs. Third, those reactions which takes place at measurable speed between the two extreme discussed above. These are a large number of reactions which takes place at a speed which can be conventionally measured. A few examples includes in this category are CH3COO C2H5 plus H2O in the presence of H positive will give CH3COOH plus C2H5OH. NH4NO2 in the presence of heat will give 2H2O plus N2. Another question that immediately arises in our mind is why the speed of different reactions are different. An obvious reason is that a reaction involves the breaking and making of bonds. Since different bonds require different amount of energy for breaking and different amount of energies are evolved when different kinds of new bonds are formed, the rate of different reactions are different. The instantaneous nature of the ionic reaction is due to the fact that these do not involve any breaking of bond, that is, as ions are already present in aqueous solution. In the present chapter we shall take up the different aspects concerning the kinetics of reaction. Rate of reaction. Rate of reaction may be defined as the speed or velocity with which the reaction takes place, or rate of reaction may be defined as the change in concentration of any one of the reactants or product per unit time. For example, consider the dissociation of PCl5 to give PCl3 and Cl2. Rate of reaction will equal to decrease in concentration of PCl5 by time taken or increase in concentration of PCl3 or Cl2 by time taken. Unit of rate of reaction. Since the concentration is usually expressed in mole per liter and time is taken in second or minute, the unit of rate of reaction are therefore mole liter inverse, second inverse, or mole liter inverse, minute inverse, or ATM second inverse, etc. for gaseous reactants and product. However, a difficulty arises in stating the rate of reaction as above. This is because according to the law of mass action, the rate of reaction depends upon the molar concentration of reactants, and concentration of reactants keep on decreasing with the passage of time. Therefore, the rate of reaction do not remain constant throughout. Thus, we should take the rate of reaction only at a particular instant of time. Hence, the rate of reaction is defined as follows. The rate of the reaction at any time, called instantaneous rate, is defined as the change in concentration of any one of the reactant or product per unit time at that particular instant of time. Factors influencing the rate of reaction. The rate of reaction depends upon number of factors. A few important out of these are nature of reaction, temperature of system, nature of solvent, concentration of reactant, presence of catalyst, presence of radiation. Each of these factors is discussed below one by one. Nature of reactant. To understand how the nature of reactant play an important role in influencing the rate of reaction, let us discuss the following two examples. Oxidation of ferrous ion and oxalic ion by acidified KMnO4 solution. Both reactions are similar as represented below. MnO4 negative plus 8H positive plus 5Fe2 positive fast reaction will give Mn2 positive plus 5Fe3 positive plus 4H2O. At the same temperature, say room temperature, the first reaction is very fast, whereas the second reaction is quite slow, as indicated by rate of disappearance of pink color of KMnO4. In fact, in the above titration, the second reaction is so slow that heating is required. Thus, in the above case, even if the concentration of similar reactants are taken to be same in the two reactions and temperature is also kept the same, the rate of two reactions are still different. This is obvious only due to the difference in the nature of reducing agents, that is Fe2 positive ion and C2O4 2 negative ions. Concentration of reactants. As the reaction proceeds, the reactants are consumed. Therefore, the concentration of the reactant decreases with the passage of time. It is observed experimentally that rate of reaction also decreases as the time passes. This clearly indicates that the rate of reaction is directly related to the concentration of reactants. The variation of concentration of reactants and hence the rate of reaction will with time may be represented graphically as shown. That the rate of reaction depends upon concentration of reacting species is further confirmed from the simple example of rusting of iron. Rusting of iron is faster in the rainy season when the concentration of water vapors in the air is higher than in dry weather. The effect of concentration is explained on the basis of collision theory of reactant rates. The rate of reaction depends upon the number of collision between the molecule. Higher the concentration, greater is the number of collisions. Third, temperature of the system. Temperature has a very important effect on rate of reaction, so much so that a rise in temperature not only increases the speed of reaction but in many cases it actually indicates the reaction. Thus, to study the effect of temperature on the reaction rates, two types of cases are observed. First, for most of the reaction may be exothermic or endothermic, the rate of reaction increases with the rise in temperature. This is generally expressed in the form of temperature coefficient as temperature coefficient is equal to K T plus 10 pi KT, which is approximately equal to 2 to 3. A large number of reactions are known which do not take place at room temperature but occurs readily at high temperature. Example, reaction between hydrogen and oxygen to form water takes place only when an electric spark is passed. Similarly, it is well known that coal can be kept in oxygen for years without burning, but once the ignition is initiated, it goes on till the whole of coal burns away. The above observations are explained on the basis of collision theory. According to this theory, substance react because their molecules collide with each other. At collision are, however, not effective collision, and effective collision is that collision which results in a chemical reaction. In order that a collision may be effective, the colliding molecule must possess a certain minimum amount of energy called threshold energy. Threshold energy may be defined as the minimum amount of energy which the colliding molecules may possess in order the collision between them may be an effective collision. Third, presence of catalyst. A catalyst is a substance which increases the speed of reaction without itself undergoing any chemical change. For example, the decomposition of KClO3 is greatly accelerated by the addition of a small quantity of MnO2, which itself does not undergo any chemical change during the reaction. The presence of a catalyst provides an alternate path with the lower energy barrier as shown in figure 5.5. Thus, activation energy is lowered and hence a greater number of molecules can cross the barrier and change over the products. Further, from figure 5.5, the following two additive result may be derived. A. Delta E will equal to EP minus ER for the catalyst reaction is the same as delta E for an uncatalyzed reaction. B. For reversible reaction, the activation energy for reverse reaction is lowered to a small extent as for the direct reaction. Hence, in the presence of catalyst in such reaction increases the speed of the forward reaction and that of the backward reaction to a small extent. Consequently, the equilibrium is attained quickly but is otherwise not disturbed. Nature of solvent. A. In terms of dielectric constant of the solvent. In case of ionic reaction taking place in solution, for the given ions at particular temperature, the rate constant K of the ionic reaction is found to vary with dielectric constant D of the solvent according to the equation ln K will equal to A minus B by D, where A and B are constant for a given pair of ions. Thus, a plot of ln K versus 1 by D is a straight line. The equation 1 shows that ln K varies inversely with dielectric constant of the solvent at a given temperature. In terms of polarity of solvent affect the rate of reaction according to following general rule. A polar solvent is expected to accelerate a process in which the polar substance is a product and retard the process in which the product formed is non-polar. For example, in the reaction between methylamide and ethyl iodide, the product is a salt and hence more polar than the reactant. The rate of reaction would increase as the polarity of solvent increases. On the other hand, in the acetylation of alcohol reaction between acetic anhydride and ethyl alcohol, the products are less polar than the reactant. Therefore, the effect of solvent is reverse of that in the first case. In the decomposition of nitrogen peroxide, the difference in the polarity between the reactant and product of the rate determining step is so small that the rate of almost independent of the nature of the solvent. Presence of radiation. Some reaction which do not takes place under ordinary condition takes place in the presence of light. That is the reaction between H2 and Cl to form HCl. Such reaction are called photochemical reaction. The reason is that the radiation of given energy is equal to H mu, which is absorbed by the reactant molecules, and thus the energy barrier is easily crossed. This figure shows here A shows only reactant are solvated, B shows only activated complex is solvated, C shows both reactants and activated complex are solvated. 5.5 Order of a reaction and specific reaction rate. In order to understand what we mean by the order of reaction, consider the general reaction A plus B will give product. Experimentally, it is observed that the rate of this reaction may not depend upon all the A concentration term of A and all the B concentration term of B. Suppose experimentally the rate of reaction is found to depend upon alpha concentration terms of A and beta concentration term of B. Then we can write rate is directly related to concentration of A raised to power alpha, concentration of B raised to power beta, or rate will equal to K concentration A alpha, concentration B beta, where A and B are the molar concentration of A and B respectively. K is the constant called velocity constant or rate constant if all the concentration are taken as unity, that is A is equal to B is equal to 1 mole per liter, then rate is equal to K. Hence the rate constant may be defined as the rate of reaction when the concentration of each reactant is taken as unity. This is why the rate constant is also called specific reaction rate. Equation 1 is called the rate law. It differs from the law of mass action in the fact that whereas the rate law states that the rate of reaction depends upon the concentration term, on the rate of reaction actually depends, as observed experimentally, the law of mass action is simply based upon the stoichiometry of equation. For example, in the above case, according to rate law, rate is equal to concentration of A alpha, concentration of B beta. According to law of mass action, rate is equal to K, concentration of A, concentration of B, B. The sum of concentration terms on which the rate of reaction actually depends are observed experimentally is called order of reaction. Thus, in the above case, order of reaction is equal to alpha plus beta. Hence, the order of reaction may be defined as the sum of the exponents to which the concentration terms in the rate law are raised to express the observed rate of reaction. Depending upon whether alpha plus beta will equal to 0, 1, 2 or 3, the reaction are said to be zero order, first order, second order or three order respectively. Alpha and beta are called order of reaction with respect to A and B respectively. For better understanding, an example are given below. First, N2O5 dissociate as 2N2O5 will give 4NO2 plus O2. Experimentally, it is found that rate of reaction is directly related to N2O5 concentration. That is, it depends only on one concentration terms. Hence, the rate of reaction is said to be of first order. Expression for rate constant for a reaction of zero order. For a reaction of zero order, A is equal to product rate will equal to minus D, concentration of A by dt will equal to K, concentration of A raised to power 0 which will give K. D A concentration will give minus K dt. Integrating both sides, we get concentration of A will equal to minus KT plus I. I is the constant of integration. T is 0. A concentration will give concentration of A by 0. Concentration of A0 will equal to 1. Substituting this value of 1 I in equation 2, we get concentration of A will equal to minus KT plus A node concentration. KT will equal to A node concentration minus concentration of A. K will equal to 1 by T into concentration of A node minus concentration of A. Alternating for a reaction of zero order, dx by dt will equal to K, concentration of A node will equal to K, or dx will equal to K dt. Integrating both sides, we get x plus kt plus I. When t is equal to 0, amount reacted x is equal to 0, I will equal to 0. Substituting in the above equation, we get x is equal to kt, that is amount reacted is directly related to time. Characteristics of reaction of zero order. First, any reaction of zero order must obey equation 6 and 7th. As equation 5th is of type y is equal to mx plus c, that is the equation of a straight line. Plot of A concentration versus T will be a straight line with intercept is equal to A0 concentration on the concentration axis and the negative slope. Also from equation 1, as rate is equal to K concentration of A raised to power 0 will give K. A plot of rate versus concentration will be a line parallel to concentration axis. Second, half-life period, that is the time in which half of the initial amount reacts. When T is equal to T half, A concentration will equal to A node concentration by 2. Substituting in equation 7, we get T half will equal to 1 by K into A0 concentration minus A0 concentration by 2 will give 1 by 2 concentration of A0 by 2 will equal to concentration of A0 by 2K. Thus, half-life period of a zero-order reaction is directly proportional to initial concentration. If concentration is doubled, the time taken for half of the reaction is completely is also doubled, and so on. Unit of rate constant K. From equation 7, K is equal to 1 by T into concentration will give mole liter inverse by time into mole liter inverse time inverse. Reaction of the first order. A rate reaction is said to be of first order if the rate of reaction depends upon one concentration term only. Thus, we may have for the reaction A will give product. Rate of reaction is directly related to concentration of A. For the reaction 2A will give product. Concentration is rate of reaction is directly related to concentration of A only. For the reaction A plus B will give product. Rate of reaction is directly related to concentration of A or B only. Let us consider the simplest case, that is A will give product. Suppose we start with A moles per liter of reactant A. After time T, suppose X mole per liter to have decomposed or reacted. Therefore, the concentration of A after time T will equal to A minus X mole per liter. According to law of mass action, rate of reaction is directly related to A minus X. dx by dt is directly related to A minus X, or dx by dt will equal to K A minus X. Here, K is the rate constant or specific reaction rate of reaction for first order. The expression for the rate constant K may be derived as follows. Equation 1 may be rewritten in the form dx by A minus X will give K dt. Integrating equation 2, we get dx by A minus X integration will give integration K dt, that is minus ln A minus X is equal to Kt plus I, where I is rate of integration. In the beginning, when t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, as no substance have reacted as the start of reaction, putting these values in equation 3, we get minus ln A minus X will equal to K into 0 plus I, or minus ln A will equal to I. Substituting this value of I in equation 3, we get minus ln A minus X is equal to Kt plus minus ln A, or Kt is equal to ln A minus X will equal to ln A by A minus X. K is equal to I by T ln A by A minus X. K will equal to 2.303 by T log A by A minus X. Equation 6 is sometimes written in another form, which is obtained as follows. If the initial concentration is a C node and concentration after time T is a Ct, then putting alpha is equal to C node and A minus X is equal to Ct, equation 6 become K is equal to 2.303 by T log C0 by Ct. Equation 5th can be written in the form Kt is equal to ln A by A minus X. Putting A is equal to C0 and A minus X is equal to Ct, we get Kt is equal to ln C0 by Ct. This equation can be written in the expressional form as C0 by Ct is equal to e raised to power Kt, or Ct by C0 will equal to e raised to power minus Kt, or Ct will equal to C0 e raised to power minus Kt. Reaction of second order. A reaction is said to be of second order if the rate of reaction depends upon two concentration terms. Two types of reactions are possible. Reaction involving only one reactant, that is of the type 2A is equal to product of which the rate of reaction is directly related to concentration of A raised to power 2 will equal to K concentration of A raised to power 2. Second, reaction involving two different reactants, that is of the type A plus B is equal to product for which the rate of reaction is directly related to concentration of A and concentration of B will equal to K concentration of A into concentration of B. To constant K is the above equation is called the rate constant for reactions of second order. The expression for the rate constant K for either of the above two types of reaction may be derived as follows. First, for reaction involving one reactant only, the general equation for such reaction is 2A is equal to product. Suppose the initial concentration of A is equal to A mole per liter, decrease in concentration of A at instant of time will equal to X mole per liter, concentration of A at instant of time T will equal to A minus X mole per liter. According to the law of mass action, the time rate of reaction will be given as dx by dt is directly related to concentration of A raised to power 2 directly related to A minus x raised to power 2. Dx by dt will equal to K A minus x raised to power 2, where K is already mentioned is the rate constant for second order reaction. Equation 1 may be rewrite as dx by A minus x raised to power 2 is equal to K dt. Integrating this equation we get integration dx by A minus x raised to power 2 will give integration k dt. A minus x raised to power minus 1 by minus 1 into minus 1 will give kt plus I. 1 by A minus x will give kt plus I, where I is constant of integration in the beginning, that is at time t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, as no substance has reacted at 0 time. Putting these values in equation 2 we get 1 by A is equal to I. Substituting the value of I in second equation we get I by 1 minus x will give kt plus 1 by A. Kt will equal to 1 by A minus x minus 1 by A minus x by A into A minus x will give x by A into A minus x. K is equal to 1 by T into x by A into A minus x. Second, for reaction involving two different reactants, the general equation for such reactions may be written as A plus B will give product if the initial concentration of A and B are same and each is equal to A mole per liter. Then the method of derivation and the ultimate expression will be same as in the above case. However, if the initial concentration of A and B are different, then the expression for rate constant is derived as follows. Suppose the initial concentration of A is equal to A mole per liter. The initial concentration of B is equal to B mole per liter. Amount of A that reacts in time t is equal to X mole per liter. Then the amount of B that would react in the same time would also be X mole per liter. At any instant of time t, concentration of A will give A minus X mole per liter. Concentration of B will give B minus x mole per liter. Applying the law of mass action, we get rate of reaction dx by dt is directly related to concentration of A into concentration of B is directly related to A minus x into B minus x. Dx by dt is equal to Ka minus x into B minus x, where as before K is the rate constant. Equation 6 may be rewritten as dx by A minus x into B minus x will equal to K dt. Resolving the left hand side into partial fraction, equation 7 may be rewrite as 1 by A minus B into 1 by B minus x minus A minus x dx will equal to K dt. Integrating this equation we get 1 by A minus B into integration 1 by B minus x minus integration 1 by A minus x will give integration K dt, or 1 by A minus B into minus ln B minus x minus into minus ln a minus x bracket close will give kt plus I. 1 by a minus x into ln a minus x minus ln b minus x is equal to kt plus I. 1 by a minus x into ln a minus x by b minus x will equal to kt plus I. 1 by a minus b into ln a minus x by b minus x will give kt plus I, where I is the constant of integration, but at t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, putting these values in equation 8, we get 1 by a minus b into ln a by b is equal to I. Putting these values in equation 8, we get 1 by a minus b ln a minus x by b minus x will equal to kt plus 1 by a minus b ln a plus a by b, or kt is equal to 1 by a minus b ln a minus x by b minus x minus 1 by a minus b ln a by b is equal to 1 by a minus b into ln a minus x by b minus x minus ln a by b is equal to 1 by a minus b ln a minus x by b minus x into b by a. K will equal to 2.303 by t into a minus b log b a minus x by a b minus x. Expressing in terms of concentration directly, we may write A is equal to C0A, initial concentration of A, B is equal to C0B, initial concentration of B, A minus X is equal to CTA, concentration of A after time T, B minus X is equal to CTB, concentration of B after time T. Equation 10th may become K is equal to 2.303 by T into C0A minus C0B log C0B CTA by C0A CTB. Note: an interesting result follows from equation 10th. If one of the reactant is present in excess, then B is in excess. B will be very large in comparison to A, so that A minus B is equal to minus B and B minus X is equal to B. The equation 10th becomes K is equal to 2.303 by minus BT log B into A minus X by AB, or K is equal to 2.303 by BT log by A minus X. As B is in excess, it remains almost constant, so that the above equation can be written as KB is equal to K dash is equal to 2.303 by T log A by A minus X. This is the equation for first order reaction. Hence, when one of the reactant in the bimolecule reaction is present in excess, the reaction become kinetically of first order. Reaction of third order. A reaction is said to be of third order if the rate of reaction depends upon three concentration terms. The following three types of reaction are as follows: reaction involving three molecules of different substances, that is A plus B plus C will give product. Reaction involving 2 moles of one substance and 1 mole of another substance, 2A plus B will equal to product. Reaction involving all the 3 moles of same substance, that is 3A will give product. The simplest case is the reaction of last type. The expression for the rate constant of reaction may be derived as follows. Suppose A be the concentration of A and X be the decrease in concentration of A in time t. The concentration of A after time t will equal to A minus X. Now, according to law of mass action, rate of above reaction at the time of T will be given by dx by dt is directly related to concentration of A raised to power 3, that is dx by dt is directly related to A minus x raised to power 3. Dx by dt is equal to k into A minus x raised to power 3, where k is the rate constant for third order reaction. Equation 1 may be rewrite as dx by A minus x raised to power 3 is equal to k dt. Integrating this equation, we get integration dx by A minus x raised to power 3 will give integration k dt, that is A minus x raised to power 2 by minus 2 into minus 1 will equal to kt plus I, or 1 by 2 A minus x raised to power 2 is equal to kt plus I, where I is the rate is constant of integration. Now at time t is equal to 0, x is equal to 0, putting these values in equation 2, we get 1 by 2 a square is equal to I. Substituting these values in equation 2, we get 1 by 2 a minus x raised to power 2 will give kt plus 1 by 2 a square, or kt is equal to 1 by 2 a minus x raised to power 2 minus 1 by 2 a square will equal to, taking 1 by 2 common, then we will take LCM. After solving LCM, we will get 1 by 2 into 2ax minus x square by a square into a minus x square. Then taking x common from numerator, we will get 1 by 2 into x into 2a minus x by a square into a minus x square. K is equal to 1 by 2t into x into 2a minus x by a square into a minus x square. Replacing a by c node, that is initial concentration of A, and x by c node minus ct, decrease in concentration of A. Equation 4 may be rewritten as k is equal to 1 by 2t c node c0 minus ct into 2c0 minus c0 plus ct by c0 square into c0 minus c0 plus ct whole square. On solving it, we will get 1 by 2t into 1 by c t square minus 1 by c 0 का whole square. Half-life period. It has already been stated in the preceding section that the time taken for half of the reaction to be completed, that is time in which the concentration of reactant is reduced to half of its original value, is called half-life period of reaction. The conclusion drawn about half-life period for reaction of different orders may be summarized as follows. For reaction of zero order, T half is directly related to A, that is half-life period is directly proportional to initial concentration. For reaction of first order, K is equal to 2.303 by T log 2 is equal to 2.303 by T into 0.3010 is equal to 0.693 by K. That is half-life period is independent of initial concentration. Third, for reaction of second order, T half is directly related to 1 by 2, that is half-life period is inversely proportional to initial concentration. For a reaction of third order, T half is directly related to 1 by 2, that is half-life period is inversely proportional to square of initial concentration. In general, for a reaction of n order, T half is directly related to 1 by a raised to power n minus L, molecularity of reaction. According to collision theory, in order that a reaction may take place, the molecules must become close together and collide with each other. The number of atoms, ions or molecules that must collide with each other simultaneously so as to result into a chemical reaction is called the molecularity of a reaction. In case of simple reactions called elementary reaction, the molecularity is simply the sum of molecules of different reactant as represented by the balanced chemical equation. A few examples are given below. First, decomposition of F2O will give F2 plus O2. Hence, molecularity of reaction is 1 and reaction is called unimolecular. Second, dissociation of HI. Balanced equation is 2HI will give H2 plus I2. Hence, the molecularity is 2 and reaction is called bimolecular. Third, reaction between NO and O2. Balanced equation is 2N2NO plus O2 will give 2NO2. Hence, the molecularity is 3 and the reaction is called trimolecular. In case of complex reactions, that is reaction involving a number of atoms, ions or molecules of reactant in the balance equation, the chances of all the atoms, ions or molecules of reactants to come together and collide are very rare. Hence, in such cases, the reaction are supposed to take place in a number of steps. The slowest step is the rate determining step. The number of atoms, ions or molecule taking place in the slowest step, that is rate determining step, is called the molecularity of reaction. Methods for the determination of an order of a reaction. The methods commonly employed for determination of order of a reaction are briefly discussed below. First, by using integrated rate equation. In this method, the initial concentration of reactant and the concentration of any one of the reactant or product at different instants of time are determined experimentally. Then either of the following two methods may be employed. First, substitution method. The appropriate value of A and X, or A0 and Ct, are substituted into the integrated form of rate equation for the first order, second order and third order one by one. The equation which gives the constant value of K determines the order of reaction. Graphical method. As already derived, the integrated expression for rate constant for reaction of different orders are: for 0 order, K is equal to 1 by T into concentration of A0 minus A concentration will give 1 by T into C0 minus Ct. For first order, K is equal to 2.303 by T log A by A minus X will equal to 2.303 by T log A0 by Ct is equal to 2.303 by T into log C0 minus Ct. For second order, K is equal to 1 by T into 1 by Ct minus 1 by C0. For third order, K is equal to 1 by 2T into 1 by Ct raised to power 2 minus 1 by C0 raised to power 2. Hence, A. If the plot of concentration Ct against the time is a straight line, the reaction is of 0 order. B. If the plot of log A minus X or log Ct against time is a straight line, the reaction is of first order. If the plot of 1 by A minus X or 1 by Ct against time is straight line, reaction is of second order. If the plot of 1 by A minus X raised to power 2 or 1 by Ct raised to power 2 against time is a straight line, the reaction is of third order. Here the graph of for the determination of order of reaction for 0 order, first order, second order and third order are given. It may be noted that both the above method are hit and trial method, but still are very commonly employed. Effect of temperature on the rate of reaction, Arrhenius equation. The effect of temperature on the rate of reaction has already been discussed qualitatively in section 5.5, and the various terms involving like threshold energy, activation energy, energy barrier, activated complex, etc. have also been discussed therein. Quantitatively, the effect of temperature on the rate of reaction and hence on the rate constant K are proposed by Arrhenius. The equation called Arrhenius equation is usually written in the form K is equal to A e raised to power minus Ea by RT, where A is constant called frequency factor because it gives the frequency of collision of reactant molecules. Ea is energy of activation, R is gas constant and T is absolute temperature. The pre-exponential factor e raised to power minus Ea by RT gives the fraction of molecules having energy is equal to or greater than activation energy Ea. The energy of activation Ea is an important quantity as it is a characteristic of the reaction. Using the above equation, its value can be calculated as follows. Taking logarithm on both sides of the equation 1, we get ln K is equal to ln A minus Ea by RT. If the value of rate constant at temperature T1 and T2 are K1 and K2 respectively, then we have ln K1 is equal to ln A minus Ea by RT1. ln K2 is equal to ln A minus Lea by RT2. Substituting equation 3 and from 4, we get ln k2 minus ln k1 is equal to ea by rt2 minus bracket minus ea by rt1 bracket close, ea by rt1 minus ea by rt2, ln k2 by k1, taking ea by r common and taking LCM, we will get ln k2 by k1 is equal to ea by 2.303 r into t2 minus t1 by t1 t2. Then knowing the value of the rate constant k1 and k2 at different temperature t1 and t2, where ea be the calculated. Alternatively, knowing the rate constant at any one temperature, its value at another temperature can be calculated provided the value of ea is known for that reaction. To test the validity of Arrhenius equation, let us reconsider equation 2. It may be written as ln is equal to minus ea by rt plus ln a. Log k is equal to ea by 2.303 rt plus log a. This equation is of the form y is equal to mx plus c, the equation of a straight line. Thus, if a plot of log k versus 1 by t is a straight line, the validity of a equation is confirmed. This is actually found to be so as shown for a typical plot for dissociation of Hi in figure 5.19. Further, from equation 6, obviously we will have slope of line is equal to minus Ea by 2.303 r. Thus, measuring the slope of line, the value of Ea can be calculated. Inversion of cane sugar, sucrose. The hydrolysis of sucrose in the presence of a mineral acid takes place according to the equation C12H22O11 plus H2O in the presence of H positive will give C6H12O6 glucose dextrorotatory plus C6H12O6 fructose levorotatory. The mixture will be levorotatory. An important characteristic of this reaction is that sucrose is dextrorotatory, whereas the product glucose and fructose are dextro and levorotatory respectively. Further, the levarotation of fructose is more, being 90 degree, than the dextrorotatory of glucose being plus 52.5 degree, so that the mixture as a whole is levorotatory. Thus, on hydrolysis, the dextrorotatory sucrose gradually changes into levorotatory mixture. It is for this reason that the reaction is called inversion of sucrose. The kinetics of above reaction is studied by noting the angle of rotation at different intervals of time with the help of a polarimeter. Suppose reading of the polarimeter at 0 time is equal to R0, reading of the polarimeter at time t is equal to RT, reading of polarimeter at infinity time t infinity, that is after 24 hours or more. It is evident that the reading at 0 time will be positive and would decrease with the passage of time, pass through 0 and ultimately become negative. A little careful consideration shows that angle of rotation at any instant of time R0 minus RT is directly related to amount of sucrose hydrolyzed X. X is directly related to R0 minus RT. Angle of rotation at infinite time is equal to R0 minus R infinity is directly related to the initial concentration of sucrose A. A is directly related to R0 minus R infinite. From result 1 and 2 we have A minus X is directly related to R0 minus R infinite minus R0 minus RT. A minus X is directly related to RT minus R infinite. Substituting the value of A and A minus X from equation 2 and 3 in the first order equation, we get K is equal to 2.303 by T log A by A minus X is equal to 2.303 by T log R0 minus R infinite by RT minus R infinite. Applicability of this equation for the inversion of sucrose was first showed by Wilhelmy 1850. It would be noted that the actual value of K of course depend upon the concentration of H positive ions. If Effect of pressure on reaction rate. The activated complex theory can be applied to study the effect of pressure on rate of reaction. A plus B will give product. According to Eyring's equation, rate constant is equal to K is equal to RT by NHK, where K star is the equilibrium constant for the reaction between reactant and activated complex, that is A plus B, which are reactants in equilibrium, will give X star, that is activated complex. Taking logarithm of both sides of equation 1, we get ln K is equal to ln RT by NH plus ln K star. Differentiating this equation with respect to pressure at constant temperature, we get small change in ln K by small change in P into T will equal to small change in ln K star by small change in P bracket T. From thermodynamics, we know that minus delta G star is equal to RT ln K star, or ln K star is equal to minus delta G star by RT is equal to minus delta H star minus T delta S star by RT, because delta G star is equal to delta H star minus T delta S star is equal to minus delta H star by RT plus delta S star by RT is equal to minus delta E star plus P delta V star by RT plus delta S star by RT, because delta H star is equal to delta E star plus P delta V star is equal to minus delta E star by RT minus P delta V star by RT plus delta S star by RT. Differentiating both sides of equation 4th with respect to pressure at constant temperature, we get small change in ln K star by small change in P bracket T will equal to minus del V star by RT. Combining this equation with equation 3rd, we get small change in ln K by small change in P bracket T will equal to minus del V star by RT. This equation implies that the rate constant of a chemical reaction increases with increase of pressure, where delta V star is negative, that is the value of activated complex is less than the total volume of the reactants. So here our chapter chemical kinetics is completed. Thank you.